Hello YouTube friends. So in the second video of Django tutorial series, I'm going to cover a prerequisite installation and setup for Django web framework. In the prerequisite, we need to understand what are the things that you need to have before start learning Django. First one is, do you have fundamental knowledge in Python? Fundamental knowledge in this, like how to create variable, what are the data types available, how to use the data types and functions, methods, classes, inheritance, all those object-oriented programming, all this knowledge you have it or not, because we are going to use a framework to build a web application. The framework will contain libraries, classes, and calling functions, different functions, and applying parameters. Without knowing the fundamental concepts and object-oriented concepts, you cannot. It is very difficult for you to learn Django. So I would request you to, if you don't have knowledge in Python, I request you to follow your another tutorial series and learn Python and come back to this video to further proceed. This is the main thing to start learning Django, and all other things are whether if you don't have, like second, we have knowledge in relational database management system, which is like a database, have storing data in database management system. It's like a structure like a table data. I do have knowledge in it. There are like MySQL, MS SQL, or PostgreSQL, Light SQL. There are many SQLs available, PHP SQL. So many SQL, many RDMS, database management systems available in there. If you have a knowledge in, like, familiar with database concept, that will help to understand much easier, because Django will take care of some of the queries, but still you might have some knowledge around it. But I'll try to explain, in the video series as much as possible. But you have knowledge, you have advantage, to learn faster. Third one is, do you have basic understanding of how HTML works on web page? I'm going to cover some part of, some part while developing web application. I may not be able to explain every aspect of HTML, but if you want to learn your own website, you must be familiar. But you can follow this website series, and also you can parallelly learn HTML, how HTML works web page. And you can also learn CSS in parallel. CSS is a stylish style creation for a website. JavaScript, we will be covering some part of JavaScript, but that will help you in client-side operations. That is not, all these things are necessary, but you can learn parallelly. Okay, this is the prerequisite for Django learning. Next, installation. Two things we require for Django framework. One is Python. As I told, if you don't have knowledge in Python, I don't think continuing this web series will be helpful for you. So learn Python. Ideally, any tool, any ideally is required to build a web framework. Even you can build in command prompt or notepad, also fine, but ideally will help you many aspects. It is easy for to import, understand the parameters available in the functions, and it's easy to call many pages. It's definitely easy to adapt to ideally. And I will tell you most. I think in introduction itself, I told you, like, most popular ideally for Django is PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, and Atom. So okay, we'll start installing this Python. I think if you don't have knowledge, like if you don't know how to install Python, you cannot be here. But for the sake, I'll just show you where you can download Python. And I'm not going to go through now the installation process, but just go through python.org and download. Click on download. If you're in Windows, you can click on Windows, the download button here, and you want to use your like different version of Python, you can go to this list and you can download you can follow this instruction. I think that will not be hard. And make sure that your environment path is available. I think we use next we are going to see PyCharm PyCharm download. You can go here. JetBeams having the PyCharm. Professional site, you might need to pay. You can use trial version. And for Python, I think community edition is fine. You can download the community edition. It's open source, and I think that will work fine. I'm going to open once you install. Go to PyCharm edition. It might take some time. I'm using community 20.1. It might, if you have already opened, you might have existing project opened. I'm canceling it. I think I need to cover if you don't have Python, okay, if you don't have like PyCharm, what if you need to create Django framework setup in command prompt or Visual Studio Code, and another like in PyCharm, some of the aspect is easy, but it has many components. It is difficult for beginners to understand all those things. But anyway, I'll try to explain much, because I know I have started by using PyCharm after 1 year of learning, because when I opened in the beginning, it was difficult for me to understand all those things. I used Sublime Text, I used Spider, I used Jupyter Lab, and then I used Visual Studio for a long time, and then I started using PyCharm. Now I think PyCharm will be best suitable for web framework. A lot of things available. I will show you how to create a project in Python and how to all those things, and also I will show you the command prompt, how to create Django project in command prompt also, so that you can be familiar how that works. First, I will show you in PyCharm. So create project. You can create project like I'm going to explain how this works. Like, okay, I'm going to just project with web project. Okay, this will contain all my web application. Okay, it's a web project. The advantage of PyCharm is that it will create your virtual environment, so that you can just copy paste it, or like take all the libraries. It is easy for you. In any other library, you have to use pip environment or conda. It has some commands that require to run to create the environment. But in PyCharm, it's like inbuilt. It comes with the application. So I will choose the virtual environment and create in Python. Okay. If I create, I don't want the existing code. Okay. Yeah. So it's creating the project. First, it will create a virtual environment with Python version, and inbuilt packages, libraries available in Python with the Python. It will take some time. Okay. Meanwhile, I will open a command window. Okay. For next, I'm going to teach you how you can create. Now I'm going to show you all those things, like create project, create app. I'm going to explain all the components available in Django framework, but I'm also going to show how to run it in command prompt also. If you're running it in command prompt, I think you can do it in Visual Studio. Okay, PyCharm is opened. My project name is web project. Okay, a folder is created. Okay, you can see this is my virtual environment. You can copy paste, and it is easy to push to real time server. Now I need to have Django imported to this project. I'm going to File, Settings, and here you can see projects, right? So in project, if you this web project, you can create your own project. You can have it like your like any other web application name. You can have it. Go to Python interpreter. Here you can it will show the list of packages available. I have pip and the setup tools available. I want to have Django. So Django install package, it is installing the latest version. Okay. If you want to change the version, you can choose the specific version here. If you're allocated to a new project where they are using 2. series version, 2.4 version or 2.9 or 2.11 or 3.1. You should install the same version of package. That will be most feasible way to do. It is taking some time. Once it's installed, it will display here the Django is installed. I'm waiting for it. Is there anywhere it is putting? Yeah, you can see, right? It is getting installed. It should be a large package, so it is taking some time. I cannot access anything. Meanwhile, I will just open, pip install uh, virtual environment, because if you are going to use Visual Studio or any other ideally to what is that to create a virtual environment. You need to understand how to create virtual environment. The thing is that you can create a Django project without using environment, but it is harder to track the libraries which is used in Django projects. It is difficult to you're not going to keep it your web application, developed web application in your local. You eventually put it into post, where you need to push all the library, where you need to install all the libraries. So it is easy to keep the libraries when you have it in environment, because it will not interrupt the other versions. Okay, so I think this one is which one? Yeah, this should work. We'll come back here later. I think yeah, package Django is installed successfully. I think this is good. And again, if you want a specific version of Django, you can click this checkbox and choose the version you want, and then click install it. If I click install it, I think yeah, I need to come back again. I will click Django, selecting Django. It's loading a specific version, and I'm selecting 2.1. I think if I click this install, I think it will get replaced. I don't want to do that now. You can just check it out. You can come back and do it. You can explore it. Okay, if you're a beginner, you must need to explore it. Even I don't know. If I want, I will explore it later. I think this is good. I've installed the Django package. I can check that Django is available in my slide package. It is available 3.0.6. This is the latest version of Django. The library has been okay. This is good. It is available in my virtual environment. Next, I'm going to open a terminal. Okay, virtual environment is created. Okay, we'll complete everything here, and then we'll quickly go with the command prompt to create the Django project for like better understanding how virtual environment, all these things works. Okay, we must go inside. Okay, before that, yeah, Django is imported. I need to create a project. Okay, I will create a project with real time so that you can understand what is project and what is app. Okay, in Google we have many apps like Google Drive, Google Map, um, what is the Blogger, all those things, right? So I will create a project name called Google Django. This is the command prompt, Django admin, and start project. Google is a project name. You can use anything, but this should be fixed. Django admin and start project will be the command you need to use to start project. Enter. Yes, it is created. You can see Google project is created. Inside Google, you will be seeing all these project components. This is the project components. You can see here settings. Settings must have all the necessary settings like security, templates, how you need to use WSJ, WSGA. These are the things that is we will be seeing later. Databases, like here SQLite is being used. We will be using MySQL. Password validations, static validations. These are settings, security keys, debug is true. So settings When you, if you are not using Django, you must need to create all those things from scratch. You want to build a secure and um, dynamic web application. Init is all Python having init, and ASGA is asynchronous. Callable for module variable applications. It's asynchronous. This is a new feature available in 3 series. You cannot find this available in 2 series. URL where you will be calling all the URLs. Okay. WSJ. This is okay. We'll be seeing all those things later. You just need to see whether these are available. Manage.py will be the useful for running the server. I think these are the packages. If these are available, you're good. And next, we'll create a app. What app we can create? Blog, a blogger. To create app, you need to go inside the project. Our project is Google Python. Okay, we need to go inside project CD Google. Okay, we are inside the project. I manage because we are going to create app in the using manage.py. If manage.py need to be like accessible, see it is available. So we are inside, we can create project now. Python manage.py run. Okay, create app. Create app. I'm going to create blogger. Okay. Yes, that's it. Create app manage.py unknown manage.py. I must be doing something wrong. Let me check my document. Start project. Oh, not create. Startup. Okay. Python manage.py startup. Blogger. Blogger is one of the app available in Google. Get created. When you create a startup, you will be seeing components for application. Okay, there are some will be similar to project, one which is URL. Okay, you will have to have URL for Blogger also, because Google has many URLs. Also Blogger has separate URLs, like create blog, view blog, like that. So there will be URL. We can copy paste this later. I think what else we have common? I don't know. Init is common. I don't think we have anything is common. Okay, this is how app components will look like. If all these components init admin.py, app.py, and models.py, view test.py, views.py, all these things available. We have discussed in introduction views and models. We don't have templates. Templates is like HTML things which we will like call from views. We will see that later. I'm going to close all those things. I think we have set up the Django framework for creating a new web application. But how do we know it is properly set up or not? We'll just quickly run this application in our local server. To run this, it's a simple command line. Python manage.py run server. Okay, I think this works fine. You see the starting development server. If you click on it, development Django official page, not official page. The install work successfully. Congratulations. This is the successful message that is default message that will be coming from Django. We will not be using this, but you can check Django documentation tutorial for pulling up, and Django community, all those things you can see. If you want to navigate to Django documentation, you can go and find all those things. Okay, good. I think we are good. The thing is that you might be working in a project where you have to use different port and a different IP address. In that case, how will you want to change, or your PC IP address you want to use to run the server? What we can do? I'm going to close this. I want to terminate this process. If I terminate this process, if I refresh it, it cannot reset. It cannot reach the server. Okay. I want to use a different port. Okay. In that case, I should be in a project Google. Okay. Because manage.py, as I told, manage.py should be there to run the server. Here, Python manage.py run server. Default port will be 8000, right? I want to use 7003 7535. This port I want to use. Okay. In that case, you can just like after the run server, you can give the 4-number port, 4-digit port. It will not be any problem. You can see the port number is displayed. Okay, this is fine. What if you want to use a local IP address? Okay. Um, Okay, you can just choose your IP address, and then like if you want to use a local IP address, you can choose the IP address. I will give you the command line. I should not be I should not be using here, but I will give you the how the command line look like, and you can eventually check it on command whether it is working or not. CD, I need to use Google. Okay, here again Python manage py run server. Your IP address here 192 something 32 1. This is your local IP address and port number. This will not work for me, but you can check and update in the video command video command, so that everyone know this is the command you need to use it. Run server. Oh, okay. I was using. I should not be using my local IP address here. That's the reason I did not use it. And anyway, this is did not started. Anyway, this will show error. But if you have a local IP address, you can follow this format and it should work. If it is not working, please comment me. I will check and let you know. And I think as we discussed, I'm going to just use the run server. Will open in 8000. This is good. What if we don't have Python? Okay. What if you want the entire things using command prompt? In that case, I'm going to create in desktop. I'm going to create a project in desktop where it's same. Okay. I'm going to go to desktop CD desktop. I'm in desktop. I'm going to create um, same like my web app. Here I need to create environment, right? I'm going to go here and then check. Before that, now creating environment, always use this command because I used to get errors. So I'm going to use Python will be installed like Python pip install upgrade. You're going to upgrade the pip. Yeah, you must be aware the pip should be installed in your machine. I think hopefully you have, if you have knowledge in Python, you must know what is pip. Otherwise, just quickly learn what is pip. It's a Python install package. Okay, and it will uninstall existing package and reinstall it. Could not install package due to environment error, access denied, anaconda, some problem. Let me. This won't be a big problem. I don't know what. Okay, some permission issue. This will not be a problem. Let me try with the administrator command prompt. Okay. I should be in here. CD series. See whether this gets updated. Yeah. So I did not have permission to install it. If you use administrator command prompt, you will get it will get successfully installed. Now you can create a virtual environment. Python. If you are using like environment, you can use 3 or 2. I don't need to use that. I have Python 3 only installed. Pip install. No, 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 no. Okay, I think it's the same. See, already satisfied. Already, I have virtual environment installed in my pip, so it is already satisfied. If you don't have virtual environment installed, you must install it this command and creating environment. Now this is the one that we need to create. Okay. By m. This will not be, you don't need to use when you're using PyCharm. This is a little bit, now when I was not using PyCharm, I used to, this is, but anyway, in Python world, this is a must known things. Okay, environment is created. Um, Let me check in desktop, my folder, where is it? My web application. Environment is created and site packages also. We don't have Django here. We'll be installing Django. And to see, when you install Django, it will not install in your environment. You have to have that environment. You can see here, right, PyCharm. You can see we are in virtual environment. Okay. If you want to go to virtual environment, you need to activate it. So to activate it, now you are in web application. In that CD, you will be you have created the environment. Inside there will be script folder and activate. Okay, I will show you the environment. Did we create just environment, not enva? Okay, then it should be environment only, not in virtual. This is one. And scripts activate. This one we need to invoke it to mm, have the virtual environment. Okay, I think if once you've done it, it should come with virtual environment here. Directory is invalid. CD environment. My virtual. What is wrong here? CD. Okay. Should I use dot here? No. Okay. It says dot. No, I think maybe I need to use dot. No. Acting environment is like this only. Scripts activate. You can just copy this. Okay, sorry. I was like CDM. I was just navigating to it. I should not do all those things. I just need to make environment scripts. Wait it. Okay, we got that environment. Okay, now you can install all the packages. I just need Django. Pip install Django. This will install Django package of latest version. What if you want to install 3.2 version? Just use 3.2. Okay, it is collecting 3.2. Okay, you cannot find 3.2 version. Using or okay. Okay, actually there is no 3.2 on 0.2. Let me try this Django version. Okay, just okay. It is not started with point one. It started with 3.0.1, 0.2 like that. Yeah, collecting the packages. I'm explaining. It may be large content. Um, I think we are experiencing everything so that like you don't need to face these kind of issues because we when I am learning I'm spending like hours of time to learn those stuffs. I want to share these things because you don't when you stuck like this I don't want you to spend like hours of time. That's the reason I'm explaining now deeply. I know this content is taking too much time, but these are simple steps. But when you are aware of it, if you don't know this knowledge, you might stuck in somewhere that will cost a lot of time. Okay. Anyway, we have installed now Django. Okay. Now what we are going to do the same thing. In this app, I'm going to create start project. Okay. Now that is available. You can see library site packages Django 3.2, right? So this is good. So if your project is using 3.0.2, you must choose the version here, okay? Instead of just having Django, it will always install latest version. That will make a problem for your project. And I'm going to start project. Okay, Django admin start project. Again, Google I'm going to use. Okay, must have the Google folder available. Again, manage.py outside Google. You have the five components, Python components. Now I'm going to create Django star. This time I will not make mistake. Sorry, I'm making mistake. I need to go to the folder, Google folder, and I need to start app. Okay, not create app, start app. Here Python manage.py start app. This time I will create an app called Google Map. Check whether Google Map is created or not. Here, folder. If you want to create another app called manage.py, you will be in your project. You might have many app. What else it is having? Google Drive or Collab. Collab. I don't know whether spelling is right or not. Okay. Collab is a tool where you can like it is has a Jupyter notebook where you can do machine learning in online with they will be giving a server to like with in online you can run machine learning projects. That's I can explain a lot, but we'll go to next. Okay, we are in Collab. Okay, now we can run server. Okay, now we have two projects. Let's check whether what is there in manage. We have two projects available. Google settings. Maybe we have to invoke URL that we'll see later. When we are running, it will call URL only. Google URL. By default, it doesn't. So this is the by default things. Doesn't have much URL. It only has admin URL. But when you look into the admin URL, you will see a standard template for admin login that we'll see later. Anyway, I think we are good with command prompt. You will be familiar with when you are working with commands or Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text. Now I'll just run the server whether to make sure that I'm going to give a different server port number now. Python manage run server port is 1234. Okay, I think it's good. I'll be running 127, 1234, 1234. See, I think it's successful. it's very good learning today. Uh, that's it for the prerequisite installation and setup. Please like this video to encourage me and give your feedback, valuable feedback to improve this quality of video, and I'm improving my fluency of English. And share this video to your friends who's interested to learn Django and subscribe this because I'm planning to cover many technologies, especially with respect to Python or PA, so machine learning, data science, all those things I'm planning to cover. This is my first video series. I'm asking you to follow this page. Thanks for watching.